Talk about luck. He was at a Buffalo Bills game when his heart stopped. His daughter with him started screaming for help. And what do you know? A nurse just happened to be nearby in a crowd of more than 60,000 fans. Now he's returning to the stadium with the woman who saved his life.
This dad and daughter were cheering on the Buffalo Bills. Suddenly, Dad collapsed. His heart stopped beating. Jim Murray spoke to daughter Candace Dodge.
He was gray and pallor. There was no sparkle, no life behind his eyes.
Candace and Dad Brian were doing what they love to do, watching football together when calamity struck.
You must have been terrified you were going to lose your dad right there.
I thought I already did. It was absolutely my worst nightmare.
It was Bills versus the Miami Dolphins. Candace's cries for help had to be heard above the roar of the crowd. That's when the spirited Buffalo Bills fans, known as the Bills Mafia, stepped in.
Bills Mafia started yelling, saying, "Help, help, we need help."
Nurse Danielle Johnson heard those cries for help.
I could see Brian kind of slumped over on the bench, grayish, didn't feel pulse, laid him down on the bleachers, and started chest compressions.
2 minutes later, Brian miraculously regained consciousness. Here's the 68-year-old today, with no memory of passing out.
Next thing I remember was her saying, "Dad, can you hear me?" And I said, "Yeah." "Can you sit up?" "Yeah."
A guardian angel named Danielle is working on you giving CPR. You don't remember any of that?
I didn't know any of that.
The next day, Candace was desperate to track down the hero nurse, but all she knew was her name, Danielle. So Candace made a plea to find her on social media.
It was shared 1,000 times, and Danielle had messaged me and said, "Hi, I'm Danielle."
Inside Edition brought Dad, the hero nurse, and daughter Candace together for a tear-filled reunion. Where else but at the Buffalo Bills game?
How do you hug someone that just saved your dad's life? How do you let them go anywhere but close to your heart?
I just couldn't wait to hug them both.
Dad presented Danielle with a special gift.
That is awesome. Thank you.
Emblazoned on the jersey, CPR Mafia. Then the trio took in the game, this time with lots of smiles and no cries for help.
Brian tells us he's getting a pacemaker to make sure a scary incident like this doesn't happen again.